I don't think you all are waiving the enhancement. Is that correct?
Judge, we're moving forward for 1 year state jail to proceed as a state jail felony.
I mean, this is a state jail felony, correct? Because in the indictment, it's only alleging that he ran away from an officer, which is not a felony.
That's correct.
So then the enhancement allegation is being used to make it a state jail.
Correct.
So y'all proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor. I'm sorry for the misunderstanding.
Oh, no.
The court clarifies the charges. Evading arrest, upgraded to a state jail felony due to past offenses. The judge carefully explains the consequences. Up to 2 years in state jail and a $10,000 fine. Notice how formal and direct this part is, setting the legal foundation before the emotional storm begins. Would you be nervous hearing a judge lay out those penalties in such a calm but firm tone?
What's entitled court admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of evading arrest, detention, second or more? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to two years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, I think my client would like to address the court himself.
All right. Yes.
Well, Your Honor, I know I made a mistake and a bunch of mistakes.
No, not mistakes. You made choices.
Many choices, yes. Made bad choices. I had surgery not too long ago. I had an abscess under my arm. I had surgery on my wrist. So I was out for like a month, no work. And that's why I was doing all this shoplifting.
The defendant speaks, admitting to mistakes, but the judge immediately reframes them as choices. That correction hits hard. He explains his struggles. Surgery, no work, trying to provide for 6 kids. But then comes the hammer. So, you adopted 2 children and you're out stealing? The judge exposes the contradiction between wanting to provide and breaking the law. Do you feel sympathy here, or do you think the judge is right to hold him strictly accountable?
To do any type of work, and I just made wrong choices, like I said. But I do have a good support group. I do have a good job.
No, see, here's the thing. What I know is when these children were adopted, was that through Child Protective Services?
Yes, it was.
All right. So what I know is when you adopt children through Child Protective Services, were they listed as special needs children or no?
No, they're not special. It was my wife's niece. She
So what I know is when you adopt 2 children in the state of Texas, I don't know how they do it in other states, but I know in the state of Texas, what ends up happening is you get similar to a stipend for each child. So you are probably already getting about.
Yeah, we get like a good $1,000.
No, you get more than $1,000 because it's 2 children.
Yes.
And not only do you get that, you get medical. And not only do you get that, those 2 children, I hope you all are encouraging them. They get to go to a state college for free.
Yes, they get all those benefits.
So they're getting benefits and you're stealing.
Yeah, I was stealing stuff, stupid stuff.
The judge points out that adopting through CPS comes with benefits, stipends, health care, and even free college for the children. Yet despite that support, the defendant still chose theft. This moment highlights the hypocrisy the judge won't let slide. It's not just about the money, it's about the message being sent to those children.
Like hygiene and stuff. I shouldn't have been doing that. I made wrong choices, but like I said, I got a good job when I get out.
So did you have the children with you during your first evading?
Of course.
No. I'm talking about the first time that you picked up an evading, which is what they're using for enhancement for this evading to make it a state jail felony. Did you have those children?
Yes. Well, yes, they're under my wife's, protective custody. Like, my wife is the one that, she got custody of them, not me. It was her. It was all her. Like children are under her.
The real emotional weight comes here. The judge connects the dots. CPS approved the adoption because he wasn't living in the home. Now that he is, the stability of those children is at risk. The warning is stern. If he stays, CPS could remove the kids, causing them more trauma. It's raw, it's direct, and it shows the court's focus isn't just punishment, it's protection. If you were in the judge's shoes, would you allow him to remain in that household?
Study of our house to place those. You couldn't be there.
I couldn't.
And now you're there.
Yes.
And
no,
well, I guess CPS needs to check on that because the children are not in a great place with you being there.
well, that's
And if you,
I am a good person.
here's the thing, if you love her and if you love those children, you need not be in that household. Do you understand?
I mean, I do understand, but I mean, I am a good person. I don't plan on living like this the rest of my life. My dad is deacon for St. Dominic's Church. I mean, my mom's a school teacher,
Okay, I want you to listen to me carefully.
I have a good
Listen,
support group.
here's the thing. I know you're trying to tell me how great you are, and I appreciate that, but I want you to listen to me carefully. If you love her, you will not live with her. And let me just tell you why you will not live with her. Because when those children were placed with her for adoption, number one, obviously, somebody's rights have been terminated, and those children are experiencing trauma because their parents' rights have been taken away from them. And they're trying to put them in a place that they think will be safe for them, where they can go to sleep at night without worrying about people picking up cases and police officers knocking on the door looking for people.
Yeah.
And when CPS studied her home for placement, you were not there. And I'm sure she told them, I don't have a man living here.
Yes.
And now what has happened is
The sentencing lands. 1 year in state jail. The judge doesn't sugarcoat it. Time served will count, but the decision is final. Yet even in sentencing, the judge repeats the same warning. If you love her, if you love those children, you will not be in that household. It's almost parental, not just judicial.
be in that household until you get your life together, because otherwise,
We're getting married.
here's the thing. Otherwise, you know what's going to end up happening? CPS is going to come in because they're going to get a report, and those children will be removed, and they will have another trauma on top of trauma. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do understand. I don't want that though. I don't want that though. I mean, I have a good support group, man, and I know I made wrong choices, but that's not me. That's not me.
I appreciate you telling me what you think I want to hear, but I would prefer the truth. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow your agreement. I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility.
All right.
If I could, I would not give you any credit, but I'm going to give you credit for any time served. Taking consideration 715544722 015 715 474 713232 NIMAC number 740009.
Yeah.
We can go off the record. I'm going to say it for the final time. If you truly love her, if you truly love those children, you know you're not doing right. You should not be in their life. And guess what? CPS is going to get involved, and they're going to remove those children. Do you understand?
I do understand that.
Now the case shifts to a new defendant, Rose Padilla. This time, the charge is violating probation by leaving the county without permission. The stakes are high. Her original offense was aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and restitution owed is nearly $79,000. The courtroom energy shifts from family struggles to financial accountability.
Condition number 7.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor.
And what are you all proposing that the court follow?
The proposal, Your Honor, was to continue on probation, extend for 1 year, and amend for probationer to pay at least $100 every 2 weeks for restitution.
Probation.
Your Honor, the original recommendation was for revocation. However, it does indicate that if the court wishes to continue to extend the 1 year, amend the probationer to pay at least $100 every 2 weeks for restitution.
How much is owed on restitution?
Your Honor, $78,775.98.
How much has she paid on restitution since she's been on since 2015?
$2,360.
All right.
Your Honor, Ms. Padilla is a waitress, and she is frankly incapable of making any other payments aside from the ones that are recommended for the $100 every 2 weeks.
All right. Why is she leaving the county without permission?
So she was, there's a healing mass that occurs in Hidalgo County on the last Saturday of every month. That's where she went. She felt called to go there. It's something that she's had a significant benefit from in the past. And so
Rose explains she traveled for a religious healing mass. The judge challenges her. Why didn't she just call probation first? This part shows the court's frustration, not with faith, but with ignoring rules. And then comes the bigger issue, agreeing to pay $100 every 2 weeks toward restitution. The judge digs in to make sure she isn't just saying what the court wants to hear. Do you think the court should show flexibility here or stand firm since she's already broken probation rules?
She hasn't been doing well on probation. I mean, that's why we're here. Probation is telling me they want a revocation. And in this court, normally it takes some doing for me to grant a revocation. So for probation to be asking for revocation when they know that normally if there is monetary issue, if there is a drug issue, usually I try to address those before we head down the road of revocation. So for them to be asking for revocation, that says something. So why didn't you pick up the phone and call probation and ask them if you could leave Bexar County to go to this event? You want to raise your right hand for me? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you hear will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Rose Padilla.
All right, why didn't you call probation?
It wasn't a Saturday and I thought, nothing was gonna happen. Just me going and coming back.
You cannot leave Bexar County without permission while you're on probation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, they want you to pay $100. What did you say? Every 2 weeks or how often? Every 2 weeks?
Yes, Judge.
Are you able to pay this $100 every 2 weeks, or you're just saying that? Because let me just tell you why I'm asking that question. I find that when people are looking at potentially going to prison for 20 years, if people say, all right, we will agree to continue if you pay $500 a week, you know what people will say? Well, I'm going to call this person and I'll pay $500 a week. So I want to know, can you really pay $100 every 2 weeks, or are you just saying this because that's the agreement you all reached, or will you be able to pay it? If you're not going to be able to pay it, you need to let me know now, because if I follow this agreement and I get a report that you miss one of the weeks in paying, we don't have problems. So if you cannot really pay $100 every 2 weeks, you need to let the court know now.
Now I'm trying to get back on my feet and I think, but if I have a problem or something, like I have health issues, can I call and let y'all know that,
No, see, here's the thing. Your agreement that you all have made, regardless of
The probation details pile up: late reporting, missed drug tests, and confusion about appointments. The judge's patience is thin, but she still extends probation rather than revoking it. What stands out is her tough love, direct, sharp, but still giving the defendant a chance to succeed if she follows the rules.
$100 payment every 2 weeks, beginning on December 7th. And that's to go towards restitution. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
nothing further, Your Honor.
Probation, is there anything else?
Yes, Your Honor. Her case expired September of this year, so that 1 year extension, are you going to move forward with that?
Yes, extend for 1 year.
I would also like to bring up to the court that we have notification that Ms. Padilla has not reported since September. So I would ask that the court admonish her and ask her, tell her to report as necessary.
Okay, why are you not reporting?
well, when I got arrested, I received a text and then I got a warrant and then I went to go talk because they told me I needed to get an attorney or for my bond. So when I went go talk to him, and then I have the text where my probation officer texted me that I had an appointment yesterday, which I went in yesterday, and she even sent me for a UA for tomorrow. And I go, why wait for tomorrow? So I went yesterday to go get a UA too.
All right, here's the thing. Don't miss reporting. You understand?
No, ma'am.
All right. So I'm assuming you're required to report monthly. When do you want her to show up to report?
I'll look at the appointment book to see if it's already been put on the books for next
All right,
month.
so she's going to give you a date when you to report, and you need to report. Don't miss any reporting dates. Here's the thing, sometimes miscommunications happen. I've already said that I'm going to continue you, so there's no need for us to go back and forth. As my
Yes.
grandmother would say, who shot John? Here's the thing. She is going to give you a date for when you report. You need to make sure you report on that date. Even if you're saying you've already reported, if she gives you a different date, you need to go report on that day. If you do not, what will end up happening is a motion to revoke will be filed. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. And then I saw in the motion to revoke this new number 1 that nobody's going on. What is happening with that?
So, Your Honor, one that is out of county. The investigation that I've done, I don't believe it was more serious than a Class C misdemeanor. So I don't expect anything to come up. We'll certainly keep an eye on it.
All right. And is there any issue with her and UA?
Your Honor, in August, it says it was failure to submit. In September, it was
The session ends with clear marching orders. Don't miss payments, don't skip probation check-ins, don't leave the county without permission. No excuses, no wiggle room. The judge drives home the idea that probation is a privilege, not a free pass.
a negative. I don't have anything past September because there was that lapse in reporting. So if she said she UA'd yesterday, those results will not be available until next week.
All right. Did you UA yesterday?
I went yesterday, yes.
All right. Make sure she UA yesterday. If she did not UA yesterday, then we're going to have a problem because people are being dishonest with the court.
Mhm.
So if you UA'd yesterday, she's going to check it. And then from thereafter, do random UAs.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Is there anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Is there anything you need from the court to be successful on this probation? All right. Do not leave Bear County without permission. Because
This
you're on
courtroom
probation,
session
everything
showcased
you
two
do,
very
you need to
different
pick up the phone
struggles.
and call
A father
probation and
torn
request
between
it.
providing
Okay.
for his family
you waive-
and
So what
making
health
unlawful
issues you have
choices, with
is
the
that
judge
you're going to pay
prioritizing
$100
the
every 2
well-being
weeks
of
because
children
there's
over
somebody out there,
excuses.
and I'm not the one who
A
took this
woman on
plea
probation
because this
facing the
was
weight of
before my
financial
time.
restitution and
But
strict
there's
compliance,
somebody out there
with
that
the
you owe
judge reinforcing
$78,000
structure
to.
over sympathy.
So
Both cases highlight the
you
same core
agreed,
message.
and your attorney
Choices have
agreed
consequences.
that you are paying
Support
$100
systems
every 2
exist,
weeks.
but
So
if
there
they're
is
abused
no,
or ignored, the law
well,
steps
maybe
in.
something
What
may
do you
come
think
up.
about these
You've
rulings?
agreed
Were they
that you would
fair,
pay
too
$100
harsh,
every
or
2
too
weeks.
lenient? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more breakdowns of dramatic courtroom moments like this, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.